I rather enjoyed Popeye the Slayer Man. There are several Popeye horror films out now, and generally they're quite good fun. I love the concept, and this one is no exception. This one was released this year in 2025. It's directed by Robert Michael Ryan and is written by John Doolan, and we have a cast including Jason Robert Stevens, Sean Michael Conway, Elena Juliano, Mabel Thomas, and various others. And this is, of course, about Popeye the Sailor Man, and a group of friends sneak into an abandoned spinach cannery where the Sailor Man is said to haunt, the legend of the Sailor Man. I love the concept. I think the spinach cannery was a fabulous setting for a Popeye-based film. I think that works really, really well and helps to make it more believable. And in general, it is a well-handled narrative. The pacing wasn't too bad. The setting worked really well. The characters were likable enough. The performances were very good. Nobody annoyed me. Often with this kind of horror film where we have a group of friends, usually a group of young people, gathering together to investigate a location, some of the characters can be a bit irritating. And often that's by design because you want to see them be slaughtered in the most horrific way. But actually I didn't feel that about any of the characters, and it meant that it was maybe a bit more emotional when they were scared or when things were happening. So a bit of a different experience in that regard, and certainly one that I found to be really enjoyable. We also meet the Sailor Man really, really quickly. Again, with this kind of film, we can have 30 minutes of just no horror at all before we even meet the antagonist. Again, I'm generalizing, but it's a common complaint. That's not the case here. The Popeye character is introduced really quickly, and I found that to be a really great decision. I think the character is great. We have some really good camera work, and they are filming, and I love this decision, they're filming a documentary in the cannery. So we do have a mix of styles. We do have some more shots as if we're looking through their cameras, but they didn't go down the found footage approach. Not every shot is from their cameras, and I love that because found footage, shaky cam horrors, they're so overdone, and yes, they can be fine. Yes, I can enjoy them, but I like that they didn't go down that route. I like that we have other camera angles. I find that to be, personally, a little bit more satisfying. So we had a really good mix there. We also have some great lighting, and the building itself is great. The setting works really well. Obviously, the big question is it a scary horror film? I'm going to say not really. It's not terrifying. But it does have its moments. There are some scenes that are quite intense, but I'd say it's more of a fun horror film with, of course, a really fun antagonist, and I enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Popeye and you like horror and you haven't seen any Popeye horror yet, this is a great one to start with. I have zero complaints about this at all. Of course, if you have seen other ones and you enjoy the concept, then Popeye the Slayer Man is certainly one that's worth watching. Ultimately, I'd say it's a pretty decent film.